Hello pre-calculus students and seekers of truth. In this video we will, and in this next several videos actually, we will apply what we learn about sinusoid, all their features and transformations, and we're going to do this by using a few examples, right? So the goal here is to try and graph as much as you can without using a calculator, and then of course you want to use a calculator to help you. So we want to make these graphs, give the amplitude, period, phase shift, excuse me, and the horizontal shift as well. And then we want to graph 2 full periods of the function. All right. So, and what is highly recommended here is that you do this in small steps. So first we identify the transformation, right? So this is a vertical stretch by a factor of 4. And then after that, we are going to shift it up 5 units. Okay, so this is a vertical shift of 5 units. And so I like to do this in small steps. If you take the sine function, it looks like this. But now that it's been stretched out vertically by 4 units, oh my gosh, and this is not very well done here. Let me try this one more time on this side here. Right, now that this graph has been stretched out vertically by 4 units, instead of going from 1 to -1, it's going to go from 4 to -4. And these points here are going, the max is going to occur at pi over 2. This x-intercept occurs at pi. This other min here occurs at 3 pi over 2, and this occurs at 2 pi. All right. And if you look at to the left of this, we also have, this is negative pi over 2. This is negative pi. And then this is negative 3 pi over 2. Now, because after the stretch here, the shift occurs, so everything here is going to get moved up a total of 5 units. So our final function, and the scale is going to be a little bit different here, the maximum is going to go from 4 up 5 more units, so it's going to end up at +9. The minimum, instead of going down to -4, it goes up 5 units, so it's going to go all the way up to +1. The middle of the graph here used to be at 0 at 5 units. It's going to be at 5. And everything else in terms of the horizontal features of it should stay the same. It's just that the vertical features have been changing. And again, when I draw this in here, the scale is going to be a little bit different than what it was in the previous picture. But this is going to be our final answer here. It's not the prettiest graph, but it will be accurate here. Okay, so this is pi over 2, and the max here is 9. Right? This point here is the min, which occurs when x is equal to 3 pi over 2, and the max here is 1. Right? And then you can see here that this is the final correct graph. This is f of x. And I encourage you to do these problems without the use of a calculator first, and then use your calculator to help you confirm. Alright, so now we are going to end this video and move on to the next example. So every example